Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm Grace Hom. Welcome to another episode of Beyond Alchemy with Grace. And thank you all for participating, for writing in comments and suggestions on what to work on today. I read a lot of what you have said. And so let us begin by just setting up the container for us to do this work. Hello and welcome, everybody. Yay. So let's set up a wonderful container for us to do this work today and see what the planet needs, what we need. All right, so let's ask that we be surrounded by our guides and angels and all the beautiful light warriors and light beings, and any high vibration energies from anywhere in the world that you like to work on. We're going to bring in that. Yeah. And if you are doing surrogation work for yourself or for, surrogation work for someone else or for any part of the earth, that's fabulous. So you are someone who's doing that. Let's set up the energy field so that we can do it safely. And any and all parts of the earth that's asking for help right now, we're going to send loving energy to that part of the earth. And I meant to do this healing for a while for in the other side of the world. There's so many Muslims who are just being targeted in such a sad way. And so let's just bring peace between people of all faith. And I am just appalled at what's going on in Myanmar, where the Buddhists are actually not very Buddha-like and kind and helping out and targeting this minority group that is almost like another genocide there. So yeah, let's just bring peace to that part of the world, that all people of all faith feel free to be who they are, where they are, without being prosecuted. Myanmar, yeah. Yeah, let's just bring in that energy of harmony and mutual respect between people of all faiths. So today I'm not going to pick on the Vatican. And also and this brings us to the energy of oneness. And within ourselves, that's the energy of the water element. So for those of you who are low on kidney energy, kidney meridian, let's tap into that kidney energy, kidney meridian. And clear in our DNAs any survival fears, right? So you may not feel it as fear. And fear, it's a word that some people are almost allergic to, but you have concerns about survival, and that usually means money. And then there's also, if you are a healer, light worker, there's also shame associated with bringing up money, that you want people to give you money. Oh, and by the way, I did put a donation button in my website. So let's take away all the stigma, all the shame associated with having money or not having money, desire more money, and all that. So all the old energy of money, let's release all that. And some of what's behind all these different fights around the world between different um, faiths and different religion is this thought of scarcity, right? They're playing in the field of scarcity, that somehow there's not enough land, there's not enough resources, so we have to kick these people out, kick them out, blah, blah, blah. And let's tap into abundance for everybody in the whole world, because I think that when we are no longer functioning from scarcity, we don't need to keep other people out because they're going to take our jobs. And this is not just about what's going on in the US, this is going on all around the world. And see that everyone, all the refugees who are looking for a home, are able to find a home that cares for them, that really allows them to feel at home in the world and feel welcome in the world, especially all the refugee children around the world. All parts of the world have a little bit of this issue, or a lot. And that's the scarcity thinking that's overtaken so much of the world. And this is where we need to change how we do it. And in all parts of us that don't feel at home in the world, or don't even want to feel at home in the world, yeah, when you're not allowing yourself to choose to stay on planet Earth and feel good here, you're not going to create the future that supports you being here. So all the underlying reasons you may not want to be in this world at this moment, let's start releasing all those. And chronic ache and pain in your body is saying that it's painful to be in this world, right? So tuning into all of you who have aches and pains in a chronic condition, let's release all the underlying issues, the subconscious beliefs, as well as what's already in your DNA, and let's release all that now. And all the intergenerational wounds of not belonging and not wanting to be here, and all the intergenerational suffering from past famines and war and what have you, all that unhealed stuff is in our DNA. So let's release that. Oh. Oh. And those of you who are people of faith, no matter what faith you are in, sometime in our lives, in our history, we've been targeted. So that energy of being targeted for your belief and your belief system, let's release that. Oh. Oh. And you know, this home, this planet belongs to all of us. So anyone who's feeling out of place, let's reestablish a sense of connection, a sense of belonging on this earth. And as you are more grounded on this earth, then you're able to create more wealth for yourself on this earth. So take a moment, just imagine a loving, loving cord of energy, bright, beautiful pink and green, and just send that to Mother Earth. Oh. And now feel Mother Earth receiving that. And then now she's sending you loving energy. And take that in. Let's do that a few more times. Just connecting to your heart. And send loving energy to Mother Earth. And now feel your earth chakra, which is 18 inches below your feet. Feel that space opening up, receiving from Mother Earth. And Mother Earth is safe and good. She has been through so much for hundreds of millions of years, right? It's us humans who are messing up, who may or may not survive ourselves. But Mother Earth, she's been around. She will always out-survive all of us. Yeah. And then now let's take a moment to turn into all the people who are refugees, who are longing for a home, and just tap into that part of you that's also longing for a home, and tap into that space of the home within yourself, your own heart. And anywhere in your body where feeling at home in your own body just feels foreign or even tough, let's release all the issues that create being in the home of you a tough place to be. So let's clear all that. And any residual energies of war and violence that's in your DNA that makes it hard to really feel at home in the world and feel at home in your body, because some parts of your body feel like it's at war with yourself. Let's release all the places where we are at war with ourselves. And we are at war with ourselves when we are doubting our self-worth, when we are doubting our dreams, when we are doubting our sense of belonging. So that's all the places. Some of the places we're at war with ourselves, right? And let's release all that now. Oh. And those of us who have war within ourselves, if you have sleep issues at night, any and all sleep issues, let's release that. The war within yourselves that keeps you from being able to get a good night's sleep. And then some of us have issues that manifest as inflammation or infection. That's another war within ourselves on a cellular level. So anyone who may have pain in your joints, inflammation, let's cool down that inflammation now by accessing anti-inflammatory energy and heighten the anti-inflammatory response within. So let me work with the vagus nerve for a moment to activate anti-inflammation for anyone who has pain and from inflammation in your bodies. Okay, there we go. And for some of you, the discomfort and the war within may very well be in your stomach and digestion, where you're not getting the right kinds of energy to support the right kinds of bacteria, the right kind of gut bacteria that supports your well-being. So I know all the stuff that's going on with GMOs and food additives, environmental toxins and toxicity in food, water, the additives in food, chemtrails, all that. Let's neutralize all the toxins that kind of create this space of war, especially within our digestive system. So let's see that 60% of your flora, let it be friendly bacteria. Now let's increase that to 70%, because some of you are at 40%. So those of you who have only about a 30 to 40% friendly bacteria instead of 90 to 100, we're gonna work our way up. So if you're at 30, let's see what we can do to just move you up to 50 and 60. 70, 80. And I know that some of you have, in the beginning of your life, your birthing experience was such that maybe it was a cesarean section and you didn't get to receive the necessary set of bacteria from your mom. So let's go back in time to re-imprint that for you in your guts. So with the help of amazing light beings who know how to do this, we're going to tap into the energy signature of the gut bacteria that you should have received from your mother at birth. And I know that some of our moms will put on medication, and so she may not be able to give you what she needed to give to you because because that's how the medical system takes care of a woman's body. More and more drugs, more and more drugs. So in case you didn't get that from your mom, let's again go back to that space of birth. And God bless all mothers. And the trauma of birth that some of us may have experienced. So, okay, so now I'm going to go back and check for those of you whose content of friendly gut bacteria were kind of like low in the 30, 40-ish. I know that that would predispose you to chronic health issues. So I'm checking back in to make sure that everybody's at least getting into 70, 80. Hopefully 90%. So let's just download an energy signature for that and let your body acclimate to that. And maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours, it'll be replenished so that you feel good. So downloading healthy gut bacteria and let the friendly gut bacteria be at a 90 to 100%, totally supporting your digestive system and the health of your whole entire being, because gut bacteria affects the neurotransmitters that are made to support your mood, the digestive enzymes that are created to support digestion, which is the first part in allowing your body to assimilate and then absorb the right minerals and nutrients for you. So gut health is everything. Good. So let's see where everybody's at. Yeah, so I'm just going to hold this space or this download and just imagine your guts filled with 100% amazing, friendly gut bacteria. However that happens for you, let's make it happen. And all the healing frequencies that support you and all the programs that are stored in your nervous system that support you to have this. So let's do that. Oh, oh. Yeah. And I know a few of you have asked about seasonal allergies. And so I was just tuning into that because somebody just asked about that. Thank you so much, Ka, for writing that in, and a few others in the Facebook page a couple days ago. And so as I'm tuning into why allergies is getting worse and worse and worse, wow. So first, don't judge allergies. I know they are annoying, but I forgot the name of this study. There's a study that's what the findings that says people who are more prone to having allergies are less likely to develop tumors and tumorous conditions because your body is able to expel and react to and take care of toxins. Think about that because allergies are so annoying. I have them too. It's hard to appreciate them, but sometimes we really got to make good use of the saying that love heals all things. So if love heals all, and I know that you can't, it's hard to love something so annoying like allergies. But take a moment and love what it does for you. It expels toxins. It is such a clear and beautiful system that lets you know something in the environment or around you, or even something internal is just not right. And you have such a fantastic system that your body is able to expel what does not serve its best and highest. So isn't it amazing that if you are more prone to having allergies, you are less likely to have tumors and be susceptible to tumorous conditions, and that is something to consider. So if you just appreciate for a moment what that does for you and appreciate your own sensitivity because it may be emotional sensitivity. Appreciate that sensitivity that no one else will ever appreciate, right? So it's like the yellow canary in the cave, and you are that. Your allergy is like that yellow canary that reacts before bad things. And I know that there are some that are deadly. I used to be allergic to nuts, so I totally know what you're talking about. And it was not fun to feel like I can't breathe when I used to be allergic to nuts. Yeah, and I get that that was a past life thing. So let's see. So all the past life issues that may create allergies and allergy symptoms in this lifetime. Oh, oh. And anywhere where whatever is triggering your allergies was actually used to poison you in a past life. So your body remembers that you were being poisoned in a past life by someone with that allergen. Let's release all that. Oh, oh, oh. And if you are somewhere where you get a lot of environmental allergens, let's just create a shield around you so that when these allergens are close to you, your body is able to stay calm and not react. And your immune system has a very calm response to everything. And all the old patterns that used to trigger you, whether they are emotional, psycho-spiritual, oh, 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 all the unhealed memories that create allergies in each season. Because sometimes seasonal allergies, they are not only about pollen or the environment, but it's about an event that happened during a particular time in your life that may create that. So all the past life events, all the traumas in this life that are unhealed, let's bring it to the light. Let it be dissolved in the light and heal in total safety. And it's also possible for some of us that you're picking up on the program of seasonal allergies from other people for mass consciousness. So all the viral programs that are going around about allergies and seasonal allergies, let's release that. So what are you really allergic to that is now safe for you to release and resolve that allergy in the light now? And with other hidden, unknown, subconscious, conscious triggers, let's see, environmental, emotional, psycho-spiritual, oh, and all the dietary stuff really relates to emotional stuff. Oh, oh, and release that. Mm. Oh. Oh. Okay. Right, yeah. Some of us, we are just allergic to all the violence that's going on in the world. And it's okay to be allergic to violence. But now, allow yourself to just be the observer around violence and sometimes the verbal violence of criticism, the yelling and screaming, the emotional violence of mental manipulations, and so much, right? So all that very human things we're allergic to. Everything having to do with problem people. Who's allergic to problem people? Oh my God. So what do we need to heal within ourselves so that we're no longer allergic to problem people and they can just be a problem to somebody else instead? Yeah, I understand. Not feeling safe around problem people, not feeling safe around oh, nasty people, cold and vindictive people. And sometimes you know that loud sneezing, it's like, sorry to compare you to this, not comparing you, but just the loud sneezing, it's like an alarm system that kind of puts other people on alarm too, right? I remember I used to work in this office that I just didn't like. I used to be an administrative assistant in a hospital. Oh my God. And I have issues with some coworkers who are just not nice to me. And I remember at that time that I have horrible allergies, and it's mostly this freaking loud sneezing. And I realized, hey, what's right about that? It was the only way for me to set boundaries. So my body knew what I was not even conscious of. I was not conscious of well, I was conscious of how bothered I am by the bullying that was going on. I did not know how to fight back because I was in the bottom of the totem pole. Because in healthcare, it's a hierarchy, but the whole world has hierarchies, right? And I just did not know how to function. And now looking back, I realized, oh my God, I used to have such a freaking loud sneeze, and it keeps people away. And it's the same reason why some people choose to smoke. It keeps people away. And since I didn't choose to smoke, I guess my body created another way to kick people out of the way. And that's, I'm sorry, I mean, it doesn't feel like a very, I don't know, high level response or whatever, But that's the thing. When your body is feeling attacked, there's no high level or low level response. There's just a response in favor of survival. Yeah, right, my survival. So anywhere where you're threatening, and you need to create that response, that's okay. Problem people should stay out of your way anyway. Nothing to heal. Yeah, so we can really have compassion for ourselves and thank our bodies for looking out for ourselves, because nearly every response, even though on the outside it looks horrible, it's a survival response. And I don't wonder why so many people have allergies, because so much of the world is so desensitized to violence. So if you have allergies, in so many ways it says you are not desensitized to all the violence that's happening, not only very physically, but emotionally, right? So I think it's a good thing that you're not desensitized to all the violence around the world, because it's sensitive people, empathic people who are still very connected to their own heart, that have the clarity about what needs to be healed. So can you appreciate your sneezes for taking care of all the problem people? Like walking away at them, sneezing at them, that's okay. So can you appreciate that about what your body has been doing for you? And why should your body be desensitized to all the violence in the world? It's not a wrongness. So it's really not a wrongness. And I get that there are allergies that are life-threatening. And those usually have something to do with past life triggers. So if you do have a life-threatening allergy, it's best to make a one-on-one appointment. Yeah. Right. So appreciate that you are a sensitive being who is still very connected to what's going on inside and very connected to what's going on in the world. And it really is no surprise to me that more and more people have allergies, because look at how we are exposed to not only environmental toxins, but the enormous amount of criticism, insensitive criticism. Like, I know I'm partly guilty of saying certain things about our president, and I try, do I try not to? No, I lie. I don't even try not to, but I realize that we all participate in this, myself included, adding to this huge pollution, emotional pollution, right? So all the emotional pollution that's been going on in politics, that I'm so sorry I participate in, because sometimes I get really political and I participate in it too. And I realize, oh my gosh, wow. Oh. So let's release all the emotional pollutions that are created, social media and the news, not to blame them because they are only reporting what we all see. So let's release all that. And put a little bit of a distance between ourselves and the rest of the world, and still have your sensitivity and your own knowing and your own compassion, but just not react to it, right? Have compassion for all the parts of you that are sensitive enough to know something is not okay. And it's not a weakness. So having allergies is not a weakness. Play with it and see what you can learn to appreciate about it. And then you can just talk to your body to see what response you would like instead, so that you can still receive the messages from the outside, but not allow the inside to participate and get all congested. So all congestion inside. Let's release all the emotional congestion. And now we can ask, are the allergy symptoms from anyone and everyone within 80 square mile radius of you? Let's release all that. All the allergy symptoms and reactions, all the congestion, emotional congestion and physical congestion from anyone and everyone within 80, 90 square mile radius of you. Let's release all that. My goodness, doesn't it feel like you are picking up on everybody else's allergies as well? So this is why allergies is so hard to get rid of. So you have your own allergies to things because you're sensitive, and because you are sensitive, you are also able to pick up on everyone else's allergy symptoms, everyone else's emotional pollution that they internalize without knowing, because sound is powerful. Sound penetrates solid objects. Sound penetrates walls. So when sound is given language and emotion, it really impacts every cell in your body. So the sound of criticism, the sound of words that are harsh, that are directed at you with emotional intensity, penetrate your whole being. And so anywhere in your energy field where you have been hurt, let's bring love and light to all those places and spaces for a moment. And the people who are lost in that space, they have a lot of unhealed issues themselves that they're just projecting at everyone. So all the criticism, all the judgments and criticism and emotional pollution that you have internalized from anyone within a 10 square mile radius of you, Oh. Oh. Any and all criticism you internalize since the beginning of your life, since birth. Let's release that. Oh. Oh. So all the emotional congestion in the family that you internalize and that is not healed, right? So all the unhealed emotions, from the family, let's bring that in and release to the light. Oh. 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 Yeah, and when you internalize criticism, then you start doing it to yourself. Then you have a whole lot of self-criticism. It's like you become a prisoner of other people's criticism. Yeah. Oh. So all the disapproval, all the shaming, all the criticism from anyone and everyone around you. Oh. Oh. All the unresolved issues from anyone around you that is creating issues in your body or any bodily system. Let's release all that now. Oh. Oh. I feel like this is really getting to maybe the roots of some of the issues with congestion, some of the issues with indigestion, and some of the issues with allergies here. So all the disapproval or perceived disapproval from anyone and everyone in your life from the beginning of your life, let's release all that. Oh. Oh. All the perceived disapproval and abandonment from anyone from the beginning of your life, let's release all that now. Oh. Oh. And any places within where we're still in a war within ourselves, let's release all the triggers, whatever they may be, all the emotional or the psycho-spiritual triggers, all the judgments. Oh. So let's neutralize all the energies of other people's judgment. Oh. And feel yourself being able to stay present and really grounded no matter what's happening around you. Oh. And all the other subconscious issues that are related to this that's coming up for everyone right now. Let's bring all that to the light and release to the light. So releasing all those subconscious and hidden triggers, subconscious memories, this life, all lifetimes. Release all that to the light now. Many other hidden and unknown, unresolved issues that you've been pushing away. Let's bring them in and release all that now. And then for many of us, right, like our voices have been silent by other people's criticism. So your voice box, your whole fifth chakra, everything that's holding oh yeah, everything that's holding you back from owning your voice, we're going to release all that now. All right, everybody. So we'll just allow this to do its work for you in the days to come. And we're going to bring this to a close and bless this session with love and light, because I have another session to do at 12 noon. So I got to do another session, group session. So bless this with love and light. And to the person who asked about a donation button, if this has been helpful and healing to you, you can go to my website, gracegharm.com, and there is a donation button now. So thank you, everybody. And for those of you who are in my next group call, I will join you in a moment. Bye-bye for now. Thank you.